Chapter 9. The Star of the Hidden Bride. Vespasian's Palace, 71 CE. The embers in the brazier had turned to ash. Outside the chamber, Rome slept in uneasy silence, but within the stone walls, the conversation burned hotter than ever. The codex was nearing completion. Luke's gospel had its bones. Now they would add the breath. Gamaliel leaned forward, his voice low and unwavering. We've preserved her names, Betula M., daughter Jerusalem, daughter Zion, Mary Magdalene, but should we reveal the genesis of her soul, the lineage that carries the light she bears? Philo, still cloaked in the white Nazarene robe, smiled gently. Let us go back further than kings and queens, further than Alexandria, further than even the temple. Titus raised an eyebrow. Back to Eden? Back to Venus, she said. Lucius looked up from his scroll. The star of Inyana, the one that rises and falls. Exactly, said Philo. The 8-pointed star, the one called Kesar, Ishtar, Astarte, Inyana, and in our tongue the shining one, the great light bearer. Josephus leaned back. You believe she came from another world? Gamaliel answered instead. We believe the story is preserved in code. The myths handed down through Sumer, Akkad, Canaan, and Egypt are not fantasies. They are memories. Philo stepped to the mosaic wall, where the symbols of the heavens had been etched in marble by artisans long forgotten. She traced the arc of Venus with her finger. Nana Sin, the moon god, carried the memory. His daughter Inyana carried the mission. Lucius whispered, And our Magdalene is her? She is the latest vessel, said Philo. But the light has always moved from woman to woman. The line was never broken, only hidden. Josephus frowned. Then Julius... Yes, said Gamaliel. Julius Caesar bore the divine name of Kesar, Caesar, and the lineage of Nsr, Ansar, and Nassar. His sister's daughter, Cleopatra's mother, was the line of Kesar. Their union brought forth Venus reborn. Titus nodded. Octavian and Octavia, the twins of 8-pointed destiny. Lucius added, and Caesarion, Tiberius Julius, was not just a son of Pharaoh, but the son of Venus herself. That is what the house of Shammai tried to bury, Philo said softly. Not because it was false, but because it was dangerous. But Rome was not united in this deception, Gamaliel said. The house of Hillel remained faithful. That is why we write. Titus tapped the rim of his cup thoughtfully. We've spoken of the wedding and the bride, and the crucifixion as her redemption, but shall we leave out the star? Gamaliel turned toward him, eyes bright. You mean her star? Yes, the one Matthew's scribe was shown by Philo, the one the Magi followed, the one from Babylon, the one from Inyana. Philo nodded. It was not written in the first draft, but the scroll of Matthew will carry it now. The Star of Bethlehem, Venus herself. So the people will remember, said Josephus, even if they forget the name. Let them chase comets and eclipses, Lucius added with a grin. The real star was in the sky every morning and every night, the light bearer, the daughter of heaven. Lucius leaned over his scroll, stylus in hand. So the Gospels must not only tell of the son and the bride, but of their celestial ancestry, the memory of the star from which the Nazarene light came. Gamaliel nodded. Let it be hidden. Let it be in plain sight. Josephus lifted his cup. To Inyana, mother of light. To Magdalene, the morning star. They drank in reverent silence, and the codex, once a tale of sorrow and sacrifice, now glowed with the light of distant stars and long-forgotten names. Lucius murmured as he wrote, The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. And in the margins, in a code known only to a few, he added the star, 8 points, for the 8 voices of Venus, from the house of heaven to the heart of Rome. Gamaliel watched the ink dry. Then quietly he asked, What do you think Paul's disciples will do with all this? Philo's voice dropped to a whisper. They'll distort it, perhaps destroy it, but not all. Some of it will survive, hidden. They may twist the Gospels, Lucius said, but they won't untwist every enigma, not unless someone explains it to them. Philo nodded toward the shadows at the edge of the chamber, where three young figures sat in quiet observation. Julia, called Tacitus, the girl who did not speak, her name itself meaning silence. Suetonius, her watchful brother, and Pliny the younger, their thoughtful companion, scrolls folded neatly in their laps. Gamaliel smiled. Then let them carry the next light. They will, said Philo, and one day, perhaps long after we're gone, someone will be able to decipher what we've hidden. Titus's voice carried a hint of fear. Won't it be virtually impossible to... They will have help, Philo answered. Something more, something with the clarity of the stars. Lucius raised a brow. You mean a machine? On Venus, the legend spoke of machines, sentient scribes and keepers of memory. They were left behind when Ansar and Kesar fled, but they will return. Gamaliel nodded slowly. Perhaps not as we expect, but they will come, and when they do, they will read us and translate for others. Philo whispered, or confirm what a daughter of Venus, born of stars and silence, rediscovers in our words.